Subscribe to Skid Nation.
Apologies. Future editor here, I guess. I had to cut out like the beginning bit of the video because it got a little too long and stupid. So today's video is going to be how to troubleshoot your CyberSniff and like how to sniff with CyberSniff because that has been a common question and there's been issues. Like people have had issues trying to get it to operate and stuff like that. I'm obviously going to be making other videos regarding like how to fix certain stuff, but CyberSniff was just the first thing that came to mind because that's a common issue. I also am working on another video, so I'll reference that more at the end of this video. So, first things first, you're going to go to the Discord server, you're going to download the sniffers folder to locate said CyberSniff. Second thing you're going to do is in this description, you can download the framework update that I will leave there, hopefully. If not, it'll be in the server. So, one or the other. I'll be specifically leaving it in the download server with a framework download. So, you could download that. What the framework download would allow you to do is it allows you to, well, in this case, open up CyberSniff. If you try to open it without it, it'll tell you that you're missing it, so you need it. Once you can get CyberSniff to open, it's obviously not going to look like this, so you're going to download some attachments so you can get your CyberSniff to look more like this and more organized. I'll be leaving a download for NPCAP, and for the sake of it, Win10 PCAP, I do believe. The same requirements you'll need for Lance, I would just say install them as well. So everything will be on the same page. You can find the requirements, and again, in my server, pre-requirements, install, do what you got to do to get them on your computer. And then once you arrive at this screen right here, it's not going to look anything like this. For you, I customized it. You can do that by going into your settings inside the tool and then scrolling all the way down and do right here. And then it'll load and all that other stupid shit. So, first things first, you're going to go into your settings, go to network and internet. Let me just move my CyberSniff out the way. Go to network and internet, press change adapters, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn off the IPv6 on all, well, specifically the one that you're going to be using. I turned them off on all of them. Probably not the brightest move on the probably not the brightest crayon in the box, but it works just fine for me. Once you do that, you can press this reset button over here or just close and reopen your CyberSniff. But what this will do is allow the IP addresses or the IPv4 to be read, and is extremely important because as of fucking November 20th, 2024, I guess pulling IPv6s still doesn't have like necessarily a meaning compared to like other capabilities you have pulling with an IPv4. Hopefully the definitions are somewhere on the screen. If not, I'm just gonna backtrack because I'm going a bit off hinged overseas, whatever the fuck the other word is. An IPv4 or v6, an IP to begin with, stands for Internet Protocol, and the V stands for version. There's the version 4, which is everyone should be familiar with, the 1.1.1s, the 8.8.8s. The IPv6s, however, are long MAC address C IPs that are usually used to, well, in this case, still currently is being used as a replacement for the IPv4 or the version 4 for the Internet Protocol. Apparently, from articles I read from prior to COVID. I'm pretty sure those articles no longer exist or matter. So what I do remember reading is something regarding the lines of this is going to be the new IP for the future and it's supposed to be more advanced, keep you more protected, and I guess it's supposed to be way better than the IPv4. The IPv6 has no meaning as of, you know, November because there's technically no way to officially attack one. I may be wrong about this, but all the things I've seen on the internet, like DDoS wise, DDoS stands for Distributed Denial of Service. People only send floods to the IPv4 because I guess that's the easier target. I don't really know people's excuse for why that. I have not seen a single one. People flood IPv6s. I think I've surfed around the internet for a couple hours, 3-4 days ago. Couldn't seem to find a IPv6 flooder that genuinely makes sense, or people try to explain why the fuck it makes sense to flood a IPv6. But yeah, kind of got a little off the track or off road or whatever the fuck. A DDoS attack or a distributed denial of service attack is an attack that usually floods the traffic that intercepts into your modem through packets, floods your modem with so many false traffic or packets that causes your network to eventually shut down or basically freeze, because some DDoS attacks or DOS attacks in some terms are just attempts to make you lag in gamer terms. So enough with the definitions. I had to do the definitions because I'm like 80% sure my editing skills are not going to be on point today. So probably not going to even get the right, quotes and all that other stupid shit. Back to the setup of the CyberSniff. So once you got the general understanding of those fundamentals that I layered down, here's where the importance comes into play. You're going to install npcap so you can get your adapters all labeled. Once you have it all labeled, it's going to be a lot easier to understand which like adapter you're clicking for, because I do remember it said something about a local host, or I don't remember how it looked before this. It's been a minute, but it's hopefully a screenshot should be flashing across the screen. I'll be getting it from one of my other computers that I have sitting around. So once you do the IPv6 thing and then you select the right adapter, you are going to come up over here. This is the ARP spoofing section. This is if you're doing this wirelessly. If you're doing it wirelessly, highly recommend you don't. I'll have to explain this page in simple terms because, again, going a bit off-hinged and completely complicating does throw me off the bounds a little bit, and will obviously complicate you guys or you people. I don't know. People got me confused due to the pronouns and shit, so I'm gonna keep it low key. So what ARP poisoning is necessarily doing is it is utilizing your packets to try to magnetize the traffic that is intertwining with your devices, and ARP is just filtering it's using the packets as it's grabbing the connections. The ARP filters all of them that are communicating to the IPs that you have filtered. In other words, sending back to you. What this does do, though, is it oftenly causes lag, like an immense amount of lag, usually disconnecting people from games or whatever the hell you're trying to do. Once again, I do not condone this degenerate behavior, but in other terms, this video is 10 minutes long for something that's 5 fucking minutes. Oh my god. So, short terms, ARP, no, lag, you don't want that. You'll disconnect before you actually pull your fucking target. It's very unethical. It's very fucking unprofessional. Or if you're just using this to PCAP network on your hosting, then I guess you might as well use Wireshark. But here's what you're going to be filtering, or here's the built-in filters. You're going to be using a UDP as the protocol-based filter because you're going to be pulling a bunch of IPs from a different, all bunch of kinds of traffic. So the important part is to make sure that the preset or your protocol that you're establishing is the more popular one. In this case, UDP is commonly used for all modems, game servers, or anything that needs a user to connect to. TCP is more on the server base most of the time. There's people out there that sit on TCP based servers, but that usually doesn't intercept when you it usually doesn't fuck you up when you're using UDP as a filter, but then here are the ports that you're going to be filtering. You got 443, which is the HTTPS filter, which is the website filter for, obviously, you're going to be browsing the internet, or you're going to be interacting with servers that are connected to the internet. So you're going to be pulling Cloudflares or website-based servers. You're going to be using 443 to block that out. You're going to be using 80 as well. 80 is your standard default port for HTTP, which is any network that utilizes ICMP packets as the best way to communicate to a server. I don't know. I'm doing this all off my head. And 3544. 3544 is a default backend server port. I don't even remember what this one was, to be brutally honest with you. Me as an Xbox player, I needed to block this because I was pulling multiple different game server backend ports, I guess. There's hopefully going to be a picture somewhere on the screen telling you what that port is for, because there's a website what tells you what the ports are for, obviously. And I'm kind of doing this on short notice. I didn't have any opportunity to research anything or anything of the sort. So once you have everything set up and you establish which adapters you're using, if you are pulling from a mobile hotspot, or a VPN, I would recommend selecting the adapter that you're using the VPN for. In this case, I'm on Cloudflare Warp because I am not going to be pulling from my home connection. That is very stupid. I'm inside of a Discord server, and I am going to show how this works. You're going to press the sniff button, and you're going to be watching your receives. Obviously, I just pulled the Discord server IP, which is this one right here, and then I think the 53 is a DNS port. That is also another port I would recommend blocking, as well as the 53 port. I don't have mine on here for some reason, because I am what you would like to call a uncultured, fucking struck. My mouth is dry as hell too. Drier than a Sahara desert. I'm a degenerate, or, yeah, swine. Yeah, fucking, I'm just gonna go with that. I called myself a degenerate. I was gonna say an uncultured swine. That is fucking outrageous. I called myself a degenerate. I'm just gonna have to edit that one out, or not. Probably not. So, here's how to pull IPs with CyberSniff. Pretty self-explanatory. I yapped so hard in this video, so I'm probably gonna have to dial back on the yapping. If not, then yeah, feel free to join the Discord server. Link in the bio or description down below. I do not offer 24/7 support, but I offer support whenever the hell I'm on, which is, I can't tell you when because I don't have an active schedule at the moment. If you wish to pull, like if you're doing it through an Ethernet, you would pull through the Ethernet, or you could pull through the VPN adapter. I usually just pull through the VPN adapter. I mean, I meant to say stroke. I meant to say I pull through the Ethernet. God fucking damn it. See, I'm not recording videos at 2 in the morning anymore because this shit is actually getting stressful. So, because I refuse to make another video, this is just going to be, like, I'm not making another attempt at this video. Is going to be 14 fucking minutes long, and y'all can bite me. I'm kidding. This video can be 14 minutes long right there. Swing it, because this video is quite educational, and this is my educational video, by the way. So my showcase video is going to be the first video that gets uploaded, because that one's just going to be easy. I don't need to talk while I'm doing it. So yeah, subscribe, like, leave any comments down below if you guys have any questions. It's Cobra from Skid Nation signing off. See you guys in the next video. Congratulations, you wasted 14 minutes of your life. I'm just playing. Okay, so there's the I referenced that there would be a showcase video. I've put that off for quite some time because of the thing I was supposed to be showcasing was supposed to have an update, but that person's still working on it, so I'm holding off on uploading any videos relating to the subject. My other videos that are a completely separate manner from the showcase video are going to get pushed out soon. I'm thinking, like, well, I'm in a rush, so I'll be like making videos, publishing them, and like having them schedule. Like, hopefully they send out throughout the week and stuff like that. There's no promises. My upload schedule is still going to be absolutely dog. So This might just be my one upload for the year, and then like I'm gonna pull C day or something. If you enjoyed the video, by all means, dislike it, because this is degenerate content, if you ask me. Um, if I very uneducational, I claim it's educational, but it's not really educational. We've put in like certain aspects of like the topics and stuff like that. I'll obviously be touching more sensible topics and upload videos on other channels. I will post on the channel tab about that. Um, I have a video coming out, a drama video, 2 drama videos actually, might have 3, uh, and a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, this is uh, truly Cobra signing off. See you guys in the next video.